ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಆಧಾರದ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸಹ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಾನನೀಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರು ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ್ ಜೋಶಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವದ ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a keynote address by the Honorable Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Shri Piyush Goyal. ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಜೋರಾದ ಕರ್ತಾಡನದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಪಿಯೂಷ್ ಗೋಯಲ್.
ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, and my good friend, my brother, Shri Basavaraj Bommai ji, Honorable Finance Minister of India, who has steered the country, steered the economy through very tough times through the last years of pandemic and now the serious geopolitical situation, Honorable Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, my good friend and brother Prahlad Joshi ji, Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji, Shri Murgesh Dhirani ji, who has put in a lot of effort to make today's program Invest Karnataka, Build for the World a grand success. Captains of industry, other distinguished dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Truly delighted to be a part of this very, very exciting journey that Karnataka is embarking upon today. In fact, I was wondering with the presence of the Honorable Finance Minister today, whether the mint has shifted to Bangalore and to Karnataka. Because I think you are minting a lot of money into Karnataka with the 7 lakh crore plus projects coming into the state of Karnataka. My congratulations to the government of Karnataka. Bommai ji, Nirani ji, all your colleagues, the bureaucracy and officials of Karnataka deserve the highest accolades for the detail in which they have gone to attract industry to Karnataka, for their unstinted effort to make Karnataka the place to do business in, the place to invest in, to make it easier to do business here, to improve the logistics here, to support the startup ecosystem here. And in almost every ranking that is being done by the central government among states, we find Karnataka perform exceedingly well, a real destination to be in, to invest in, to make in, and to serve from. And very clearly, wherever I go in the world, I can see huge excitement about coming to Bengaluru, coming to Karnataka and working over here. Only yesterday, I was doing a call with my counterpart, the Commerce Secretary of the United States of America, and we were finalizing our next commercial dialogue, which will be held in India sometime in February next year. And in the course of the conversation, she expressed a very serious interest to come to Bengaluru and experience Karnataka. Very recently, at the Silicon Valley, while I was engaged with interactions with industry, with innovators, with investors, in San Francisco, Palo Alto, Los Angeles, you could perceptibly see the resonance of Karnataka, particularly in the IT space, in the research and development space, in the space of innovation, in the space of future technologies. And I'm sure hearing from them about their huge investment plans in Karnataka, hearing from international Fortune 500 companies, the way they are looking to grow and expand their operations in and around Bengaluru and other parts of Karnataka, I almost felt it was like a rerun of the movie Kantara. I'm told the movie was a low-budget film. With a very small investment, the movie was made, and it showcases indigenous art forms, the culture of Karnataka. But the Honorable Chief Minister just told me, while I knew it was a super hit, it was a blockbuster, but he just told me that they've already grossed nearly 20 times what they had invested in the movie. 300 crores they have grossed against an investment of, I think, 18 crores. 8 crores, my God. Whatever, 8 crores, 10 crores, 16 crores, whatever they've invested, that delta of return, I'm sure is being noticed by all the captains of industry here. And that is what attracts investors and industry today to India, to the state of Karnataka. And I have no doubt in my mind that the ecosystem that's been created in Karnataka will continue to attract more and more people to Karnataka, to attract industry, big and small, to enjoy the fruits of the very progressive industrial policies, investment policies, research and development policies, innovation policies, textile policy that Karnataka has offered to the world. In fact, when Texas Instruments opened their office in Karnataka way back in 1985, which is nearly 37 years ago, I don't think anybody in their wildest dreams had imagined that one day this beautiful city, better known for its weather, will one day become the innovation capital, the Silicon Valley of India. In fact, I'm sure wise investors, or if I may say, wiser investors, we have a lot of wise investors, but the wiser investors must be looking to Karnataka. And why do I say they are looking to Karnataka? Because Karnataka offers wisdom, the talent pool that is required by industry, by business. Karnataka not only offers incentives, but also is the capital for innovation. Karnataka is hugely focused on sustainability, and investors across the world today are looking for places where sustainability is respected, where climate and the challenges of climate change are addressed. And looking at the number of MOUs that we've seen today, particularly on renewable energy, I have no doubt in my mind that sustainability will be at the forefront of Karnataka's future. Similarly, Karnataka looks for equity, looks for equitable development. It's not as if only Bengaluru is the focus of investment. Whether it's Bangalore, whether it's Mysore, Dakshin Karnataka or Uttara Karnataka, whether it's coastal Karnataka, Karnataka is looking for inclusive growth and equitable growth across the state. And lastly, Karnataka is a symbol of resilience. It offers a resilient ecosystem. And therefore, WISER, I think it's the wiser investors who are looking to come to Karnataka to invest in Karnataka. Of course, India has got a very bright future. Look at this book that has been given to all of us on this stage. While it may look like a small issue, but I carried it to the podium to show you the mindset of this government of Karnataka. It's a small thought, but a lot of thought has gone into selection of this Ray Dalio book, which looks at the history of different nations and in a way creates a matrix to project the future of different nations. And that's what the changing world order is all about. And to my mind, a lot of lessons can be learned from the past. And that's the way Mr. Bommai, Mr. Nirani, and the entire team here, my colleagues from Karnataka, Nirmala ji, Prahlad ji, Rajiv ji, they are all crafting a beautiful future for Karnataka. They are all building a foundation of a very brilliant Karnataka, the pride of India. The pride of India, where there is people skill, there's talent skill, where we have resources, natural resources, where we have a very strong government, where we have decisive leadership, where India first prevails, and which has a set of entrepreneurial people. And this kind of combination cannot be found everywhere. Karnataka boasts of a combination of very alluring factors which makes Karnataka the pride of India, the right place to invest in India, where whether it's logistics, whether it's infrastructure, whether it's ease of doing business, or it is cost of doing business. All factors are looked into, are focused on. In fact, Karnataka not only looks at smart manufacturing or industry 4.0, it's focused equally on the service sector, the Internet of Things, all futuristic technologies and innovative ideas are available in Karnataka. So not only will Karnataka make in Karnataka for the world, but it will serve from Karnataka the entire globe. And that collectively is the strength of Karnataka. Friends, today the world looks at India as a trusted partner. Through the pandemic, we met all our international obligations. Not for a single day did any company around the world have to suffer a disruption in their supply chains. And all those who had an element of that supply chain in Karnataka are happy that Karnataka made the enabling environment which did not let down anybody in the world. And therefore, I can clearly see that trust resonating in a large amount of investor interest, leading to an investment potential of at least 7 lakh crores. I can see that some investors are also looking at increasing their potential investments in this state. And I have no doubt, under the leadership of Chief Minister Bommai and his colleagues, and the very, very sensitive bureaucracy that we have here, we'll be able to fructify these investments, put them on the ground fast, and ensure the prosperity of every person in Karnataka. In fact, I think the time has come that the government and investors in Karnataka not only look for gold. I know gold is available in KGF, the Karnataka gold fields. But just like you're looking at prosperity in your businesses, you're looking at prosperity for the people of Karnataka. I invite all of you to invest in Karnataka, to invest in growth, to invest in the future. Let KGF be our mantra, Karnataka, growth and future. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
The Honorable Union Minister Shri Piyush Goyal has complimented the efforts of Government of Karnataka under the able leadership of Chief Minister Shri Basavaraj Bommai. Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Thank you, sir.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are all ears to listen to her. Please put your hands together and please welcome Honorable Union Minister for Finance, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. Ma'am, we wait for your address.
Good afternoon, and thank you for patiently hearing all of us out. Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Governor Tawarchand Gehlotji, my colleagues in the Union Council of Ministers, also the ministers from Karnataka government, business leaders who are on the dais, and all investors who have really brought light and hope with the MOUs you have signed today. I welcome you all as a representative of Karnataka in the Rajya Sabha. I welcome you all. Let me at the outset appreciate the Karnataka Chief Minister, Minister Murugesh Nirani, and also the entire team of bureaucrats who have really toiled the last year to make sure that after a break indeed of a couple of years, when this global investors meet is happening here in Bengaluru, there would be investors who will come here because of the record of Karnataka, record of Bengaluru in facilitating industrial and also service-related activities. So congratulations for all of them, all of you who have come into the state with newer proposals or proposals to expand your existing business. I'd like to just draw an attention to Honorable Prime Minister's speech this morning and draw also from what is evolving around India globally. All over, there is definitely a sense of uncertainty, immense amounts of challenges, and that is not just for India. Every country in the world feels the headwinds are very strong, elements of certainty completely absent. Even as we all started talking about China +1. When you wanted to diversify the value chains, or you wanted to ensure that there are more than one source for the raw material or for the intermediary products that you would produce, but also to have a consistency that you are somewhere, but you need to also have some other place where investments will have to be made so that eventually there are no huge disruptions. But that situation did not have its complete solution. You had the global situation of a war, such a war, especially from countries which are the source of essential raw materials, whether it is fuel related, whether it is fertilizer related, whether it is food grains related. So you have these countries which are at a situation, which are at a war-like situation, which are at war, which is causing a lot of insecurity to the globe, particularly in the area of fuel, energy that is, and food. So food grain and fuel insecurities have become a big issue of uncertainty for the globe. And as a result, countries are readjusting themselves to source these materials from a different part of the world. Now that has had a bearing on industries, that has had a bearing on economy and its growth, that has had a bearing on trade, global trade as well. And as a result of these disruptions, you find large economies, which were also source of essential raw materials or intermediary products, or also which were the essential markets to which emerging markets were sending their products, are all going through huge recessionary doubts. They may technically be at the threshold of recession, but yet are not really out of that suspense or shock that will they be getting into further rigid recession in the future. Now, with all these uncertainties, I'm here to put it before you that because of the careful planning, targeted facilitation, fiscal prudence, and essentially understanding Indian economy for what strengths that it has, and for the challenges that it has to face, Honorable Prime Minister led from the front and made sure that Indian economy will not be severely threatened by these developments outside, ensured that hand-holding happened, targeted supports were extended to industries which required, particularly the MSME, and made sure that the Indian economy would be very carefully navigated through this challenge that we face. Now, as a result of it, between 2020 and today, we seem to have come out to a situation where the challenges continue. The newer challenges are also building up, but India is seen as an island of certain level of calm. We still do have our challenges, but not as would every other country suspect that India will be threatened by. So in a way, I've been hearing, and this is not me saying it, I've been hearing both during my Washington visit when IMF and World Bank meetings happened, and also through the various visitors which I've been receiving in Delhi, that India seems to be an oasis of stability and calm, and the challenges are being carefully firewalled, that our economy now is very clearly attractive for investors. And that is where we find the investment interests, and Karnataka as a state has carefully reflected the policies of the center, has always made sure that policy consistency is held up, and held up only to make policies even more nimbly in time on issues which are developing, and make sure that the industry facilitates it. The industry consultative process which happens in Karnataka is one of those which are extensive. And as a result, today, I've heard from the Chief Minister that initially when this global meet was planned, their expectations and target was somewhere in the range of 5 lakh crores. Today, that has moved upwards to about 7.5 lakh crores, of which he has already cleared 2.8 lakh crore related proposals. So unlike sometimes when we hear MOUs getting signed, MOUs realizing in part, we are here realizing and understanding that MOUs have already been given the clearance by the state government, and as a result, even on the day when this meet happens, based on the original target, more than 50% of the MOUs have already been cleared. That is the proactive nature of this government being led by Chief Minister Bommai, and it is that speed which gives confidence to the investors that the MOUs are done with facts on the ground. And I also see that the MOUs which have come up are coming up in newer areas, the sunrise areas. Whether it is hydrogen, the mission that Government of India announced, whether it is green ammonia, whether it is making sure that the corridors are coming up for industries, whether it is connecting with the ports, whether it is newer mines, which Dr. Shri Prahlad Joshi ji expanded. These are the kind of things on which the government in Karnataka has actually been proactively moving further ahead at good speed. As a result, you find investors taking interest, not just for a Karnataka which is top on the service sector because of the presence of IT companies, but also because of the traditional old India industries which are core to production. The steel, the aluminum, and also many other such which help in the core businesses to provide that backbone for industrial development. So the old exists with the new sunrise, and the policies like the industrial policy, the energy policy, the IT policy, all of which I've been periodically hearing from both Mr. Murugesh Nirani and Minister Ashwath Narayan, both of whom have been constantly making sure that the industry benefits because of the consultation through the policies coming out in time. So just for records, and because all of you all are here, I thought it is important for me to summarize those particular areas in which Karnataka has stood out, as a result of which today we see a lot of interest among investors. Permit me to rapidly read out few of those which are noteworthy achievements of Karnataka. I already said that the state's new IT policy 2020-25 is a very big step, and it also looks at electronic system design manufacturing, telecom services in 6 clusters. That's a major move forward for any state. And those clusters are going to be not in Bengaluru, but outside. Mangaluru, Tumkuru, Mysuru, Hubli, Shivamogga, and Kalaburgi. Now, that is taking development beyond Bengaluru, not just for IT, but also for other industries. The one district, one product is something which the state is moving fast on. Land reforms are happening. Similarly, the renewable energy policy of the state is something which I think is very rewarding. And as a result, you have a lot of investments happening in the renewable energy area as well. There's also enhanced facilitation process to ensure greater transparency. Industry wants stability of policy. Industry also wants transparency. They do not want to be harassed by rent seekers at any level. And because of this facilitation process, to ensure transparency, Karnataka is sending a message that industry here will mean that they will be facilitated through policy and no rent seekers will be entertained. I commend the Chief Minister for having come up with this, because at a time when industries are moving out of different destinations, such as China, and also Europe now, because they're going through a very trying period, industries are moving out to destinations which are going to be attractive for other than just tax incentives. The one list which I'll certainly draw your attention to. Karnataka is a leader in many sectors. First in renewable energy, because 63% of all our installed capacity lies in renewable energy. First in electrical vehicle innovation. Home to about 7+ auto OEMs, original equipment manufacturers, more than 7 of them are here, and 50+ auto component manufacturers are here. And 45+ electric vehicle startups are in Karnataka. We cannot miss that. That's the ecosystem which you, the investors, would prefer to have. First in IT exports, and second in total exports across all Indian states. So you actually are in a state which is so dynamic and performing. Also, first in aerospace and defense manufacturing. No wonder investments are coming in for the newer areas. First in machine tools, manufacturing again. First in biotech production and also in biotech exports. First in electronic design and in R&D in India. So I just want the canvas laid out before us to understand the state which is rapidly moving in performing better, setting high benchmarks, and as a result, this is what is going to behave like a magnet for investors to come in. Now, the one important, at a national level, the one important feature of Karnataka, it's a major job generator. And on that, I would like to tell you, so when you're moving in from different parts of the world, you're coming in because of the policy consistency, you're coming in because there is a policy at the Government of India level which gets matching response in a state, so the two engines are working together and therefore powerfully. But the more important thing is you're coming here because the policy is nimble and takes you forward fast. Equally, it's also the state which has the knowledge base, the number of skill sets that the youth here have is an attraction that you're coming in. That gets summarized in this one point. Karnataka is a major job generator. Having produced while contributing 8.8% to the national GDP, whilst its population is only 5% of the total national population. 5% population contributes 8% to the gross domestic, 8.8% to the gross domestic GDP, and therefore the biggest job creator, that is about 10% of all the jobs, formal jobs in the country, is generated here. So I would not go further to talk about the other features of Karnataka, but I wish to assure all the investors that the state is absolutely very nimble-footed to make sure that the policies are going to be kept abreast of the global development at a time when all of you all are trying to move in. Here is a state which has showcased itself for all the previous achievement and assuring that even now, from now for the next 25 years, during Amrit Kal, Karnataka will be the essential foundation for very many investors to come into India and contribute from here to the entire globe. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I hope the investors will be serviced and absolutely facilitated well, both by the Government of India and by Government of Karnataka. We assure you the maximum cooperation from our side and wish you all the very best in your future. Thank you very much. Thank you to all.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕುರಿತಾಗಿ ಬಹುಮೆಚ್ಚುಗೆಯ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹದಾಯಕ ಬೆನ್ನು ತಟ್ಟುವ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಾನನೀಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವೆ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಸೀತಾರಾಮನ್. Profound thanks to you, ma'am, for all your good words and warm wishes. Thanks once again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now as the world moves towards sustainable transportation, Karnataka is leading the way through its friendly policies and robust ecosystem, also empowering organizations to rethink and recreate sustainable automotive solutions.
And now, this film on EV, which captures the essence of Karnataka's greatest strength, its R&D environment and the numerous tech startups which are crucial to the journey forward.
Let's have the film, please.
They say change is the only constant. And when change captures the imagination, it becomes a revolution. We in Karnataka are excited to be a part of the global dream of sustainable transportation. Innovations that will make vehicles cleaner, greener, faster, smarter. We were pioneers in developing electric vehicles. Today, our ecosystem drives the future. We help the biggest names build automotive solutions of tomorrow. The best infrastructure supports the greatest ideas. As brands push to solve the most challenging problems, we empower them. Our network of highly specialized technical institutions is the foundation of our skilled and talented pool of automotive engineers. Our human resources are our greatest strength. They are the ones who create. They are the ones who dream. We are home to some of the most enterprising startups in the world. These innovative minds are pushing boundaries, building on ideas that are redefining the world of automotives, creating change. We want to bring change through our visionary policies, through our robust ecosystem, through our extraordinary talent pool. We want to change the future of transportation.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Karnataka has been a leader in renewable energy and 8 companies have confirmed their plans to further cement this position. Total investments of more than rupees 1.27 lakh crore have been confirmed across solar, wind, hydro and hybrid projects. Pumped hydro storage project and upcoming technology with potential to disrupt the entire renewable landscape is also being mooted in Namma Karnataka.
It's MOU time once again, and may we request all the investors to kindly come up on the dais. Renewable energy, iron ore mining, gold mining. We have Pratik Agarwal, Managing Director, Sterlite Power Transmission, Vedanta. Investment to the tune of 80,000 crores.
80,000 ಕೋಟಿಯ investment. After that, wind, solar, hybrid power projects. Mr. Pradeep CA, AGM of Azure Power India, an investment of 13,300 koti, 13,300 crores.
Wind, solar, hybrid power projects. Shivanand Nimbargi, MD of Aina Renewable Power, 12,000 crores.
Pumped storage project, Devanand V, founder and CEO, Leap Green Energy, 7,500 crores.
Wind, solar, hybrid power projects. And Lorenzen, CEO, EDF Renewables India, 5,500 crores.
Wind, solar, hybrid power project subsector, Jaideep Singh U, Chudasma General Manager, Torrent Power, 5,000 crores, 5,000 koti.
Solar power project, Santosh Narayan, Group Head Project Development from Tata Power Renewable Energy, 3,000 crores.
And finally, wind, solar, hybrid power projects, Mahesh Arali, Director, Vena Energy India, 1,300 crores.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pratik Agarwal, Mr. Pradeep CA, Mr. Shivanand Nimbargi, Mr. Devanand, Mr. R. Lorenzen, Mr. Jaideep Singh, Mr. Santosh Narayan, and Mr. Mahesh Arali.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request all of you to kindly stay back. We are going to have the speeches from the Honorable Chief Minister and Governor after this. So kindly stay back.
ಅನೇಕರು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಓಡಾಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರತರಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಕೆಲವೇ ಸಮಯ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಬೇಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕಾರಣ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು, ಮಾನನೀಯ ರಾಜ್ಯಪಾಲರು ಈ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ವಿಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. And now let's put our hands together and convey our hearty congratulations and good wishes to this team.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. The thumbs up says it all. Thank you, sir.
ಇನ್ನೀಗ ಆದರಣೀಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಆಲಿಸುವ ಸಮಯ.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our privilege and pleasure to request the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Basavaraj S. Bommai, to address all of us. Put your hands together ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಬಸವರಾಜ್ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ ಅವರನ್ನು.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೊಂದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮಹತ್ವದ ದಿನ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಸಮಗ್ರ ಭಾರತದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಜೋಡಿಸಿದೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಆಗುವುದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮಹತ್ವದಿದೆ. ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗತಿಕ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಹೂಡಿಕೆದಾರರ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೂಡಿಕೆದಾರರನ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಔದ್ಯೋಗಿಕ ರಂಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಹನೀಯರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥನಾಗಿ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂಥ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಜಾಗತಿಕ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಹೂಡಿಕೆಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಹನೀಯರು ಇದರ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಂತವತ್ತ ರಾಜ್ಯಪಾಲರಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ತಾವರ್ಚಂದ್ ಗೆಹ್ಲೋಟ್ಜಿ ನಮ್ಮವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದನೇ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭೆಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಸುವಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಸಚಿವರು ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತು ಭಾರತ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ನಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಉನ್ನತ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಸೀತಾರಾಮನ್ ಜಿ ಇಡೀ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದ ಔದ್ಯಮಿಕ ರಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಛಾಪನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸಿ ಹಲವಾರು ವರ್ಷ ಭಾರತದ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕ್ಷಮತೆಯಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಪಿಯೂಷ್ ಗೋಯಲ್ ಜಿ, ನಮ್ಮವರೇ ಕೇಂದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕವನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರವನ್ನು ದೊರಕಿಸಿಕೊಡುವಂಥ ನಾಯಕತ್ವವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಿರುವಂಥ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕೋಲ್ ಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ್ ಜೋಶಿಜಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ನಮ್ಮವರೇ ಸ್ವಂತ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯ ನಾಯಕರಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಡೀ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದ IT BT ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಯಕತ್ವವನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಶ್ರೀ ರಾಜೀವ್ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಜಿ, ಹಾಗೂ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಆಹ್ವಾನಿತರಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕಳಕಳಿ ಇದ್ದು ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಂಥ ಗಂತವತ್ತ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ರಾಜಮಾತಾ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ರಾಜಮಾತಾ ಆದಂಥ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಮೋದ ದೇವಿ ಒಡೆಯರ್ ಜಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗತಿಕ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀಟ್ಗೆ ಕಳೆದ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಶ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಪಟ್ಟು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ ಮೀಟಿನ ಅನುಭವ ಹೊಂದಿರುವಂಥ ತಾವೇ ಸ್ವಂತ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 70,000ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ, ನೀನು ಉದ್ಯಮಿ ಆಗು, ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಅಲ್ಲ ಉದ್ಯಮಿ ಆಗು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಂಥ ಮುರುಗೇಶ್ ನಿರಾಣ್ಜಿ ಅವರೇ, ನನ್ನ ಸಚಿವ ಸಂಪುಟದ ಸಚಿವಗಳು IT BT ಸಚಿವರು ಇದೇ ತಿಂಗಳು IT BT ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಮ್ಮಿಟನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿದ್ಧತೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥ IT BTಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ CN ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಅವರೇ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಾಳಜಿ ವಹಿಸಿ ಅದೆಂದೂ ಕೂಡ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸದಾ ಧ್ವನಿಯನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಪರಿಹಾರವನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಯ ಸಚಿವರಾದಂಥ MT ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಅವರೇ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆ ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂಧು ಭಗಿನಿಯರೇ, ಅಕ್ಕ ತಂಗಿಯರೇ, ಅಣ್ಣ ತಮ್ಮಂದಿರ, ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು, ನನಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕೋವಿಡಿನ ನಂತರ ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೀಟನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ, ಜಾಗತಿಕ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಗಳ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸವನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸಿ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 7 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕೋಟಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಶಕ್ತಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಒಂದು ಇತಿಹಾಸ, ಪರಂಪರೆ, ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇಡಬೇಕು. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in our capabilities. We have to believe in our abilities during the tough times. Convert calamity into opportunity, and that is what Karnataka is. The calamity of COVID, not only we met squarely, we controlled it, contained it. At the same time, that was a time for preparation of Karnataka to think differently. And post-COVID, we knew that the world is going to change. The world economic scenario is going to change. And we have to be ready for it. And Karnataka should be pioneer for recovery of economy. Instead of waiting for somebody else to do it, why not we do it ourselves? Let be the change and let be the leaders for the change. And let it start from us, by example, not by words. This is our strength. This is our resolve. And this is our vision too. Hence, we see that along with the recovery of pandemic in Karnataka especially, economy recovered much more faster. ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಕೋವಿಡಿನಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅಧಿಕವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಕಳೆದ ವರ್ಷ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಜೆಟಿನ ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ 13,000 ಕೋಟಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅರ್ಧ ವರ್ಷ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ 6 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ದಕ್ಷತೆ 13,000 ಕೋಟಿ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. As Madam Nirmala Sitaram ji knows that when around October, November last year, we were lagging behind 5,000 crores in our revenue collections. But by end of May, we not only collected the 5,000 crores, we collected 13,000 crores more than our target. That is the strength of our economic activity. We are one of the highest GST collection states. In fact, we are number 2 now. And Madam will be very happy. We were number 3 and number 4 last year, but we have become number 2, PUC. Therefore, the activity down at the ground is swelling, and we have to respond from the top. We should have a better policy. We should have a better ecosystem, and that's exactly what we are doing. Karnataka is not only a place for a better ecosystem, we are forward-looking policy state. We have policies for ease of doing business, industrial incentive policies. Apart from that, we have got policies on semiconductors, we have got policy on EV. Plus, this year, we have brought in policy for encouragement of R&D. Karnataka is the first state to bring in policy for R&D. In a sentence, if you want to describe it, R&D policy is we're going to encourage the R&D from garage to the biggest institutions. And to complement our R&D policy, we have got niche institutions like Indian Institute of Science. Now we have got IIT. Then we have got IIMs. We have got CFTRI. We have got DRDO. Whole lot of institutions, premier institutions are there in Karnataka. And R&D policy was very much necessary because 400 niche R&D policies are there in Bangalore. More than 5 to 10,000. Murugesh, 1 second. I want to tell my minister something. More than 5 to 10,000 engineers from all over the world land up in Bangalore to participate in all the R&D activities in all the multinational and international R&D centers here. POC, Bangalore is one city where more than 400 international R&Ds are there, which no other city in the world, not in India, no other city in the world can boast of. And what is the range? The range is from human genomics to the aerospace. From the ground to the space. That is the range of R&D we are doing. Therefore, the future of not only Karnataka, not only India, not only globe, the future of human development is happening in Karnataka. That is what I want to emphasize. And rightly so, our Niti Aayog has been consistently rating Karnataka as #1 innovation state. And you know, innovation is not an easy job to do. It is most unrewarding job unless until it is recognized. Therefore, we have brought in R&D policy. The second policy which I want to talk is policy on employment. I might be a little wrong, out of place here, but the facts are facts. I have to put forward. What all investment comes, it is good for the economy. It is good for the economy of the state and the country. But as a head of the state, I have to be very carefully looking into it, what is good for my people also. It is not only good enough for the nation and the state to be rich. It is very much important that people of the country and the state also be benefited. They should also be economically strong. They should be also rich. People of this country and state should be rich. And that comes only through hard work, and the hard work comes through employment opportunities. Therefore, I have made an employment policy. My dear friends who are investing and who are invested, the good news is we are going to give all the incentives on the capital investments. You need not worry. Not even a single % will be reduced. It can be much more. But those who can employ more, the incentives will be more. If we employ more people, more incentives is going to come. And that is going to flow back in the system. Therefore, we have policy where your employees will be very happy. Employees will be well paid, they'll be very happy. More production output will come to you. Ultimately, in business, whatever we invest, it has to come back. It can come back in the form of profits. It can come back in the form of goodwill. It can come back as a value addition to your products. And that's going to happen in Karnataka. And Karnataka is a place where challenges are met. We are not only part of the problem. Myself and my government want to be a part of solution. There's a solution for all the problems. Hence, there are some issues, policy issues, There might be some infrastructure issues where we will meet them very squarely, sitting on the table across. We can solve all those issues, and we have been solving them. So I want to assure every investor that please come, invest, be prosperous, make the state prosperous, and more than anything else, have a good experience of investment, good experiment of business doing. Karnataka is a place where you feel at home. You feel at home after investing. You can be rest assured that whatever you have invested, whatever you have sown the seed, you will reap the fruits very soon. The failures are very little in Karnataka unless in some other parts. And as our Piyush Goyal ji and Madam has stressed, the competition is most welcome. Some states are really worried about the competition. But I am the one who welcomes the competition. Competition keeps us on our heels and it keeps us efficient. Without competition, it's a complacent. With competition, it's efficient. Therefore, our competition is a global competition. We know the economic situation better than anybody. After COVID, the economic scenario of the world has changed. The countries who were giants in economy, they are now fighting their inflation and fighting their recessions. Therefore, the entire other worlds are looking towards the developing countries. And I don't want to stress much more. I think Piyush has said that China plus one is the buzzword now. And China plus one destinations are very few. And the major destination is India. This is an opportunity. That's why I said we are going to convert this calamity into opportunity. Hence, we are making a special study on this, and we're going to amend a lot of things in favor of the investors so that we take the best of the advantage of the global scenario and compete with the other third world countries where high productivity rate is there. I want Karnataka to be a high productivity rate, highly efficient productions, highly quality productions, and we're going to stress on that. There is no magic in economy. There is no magic in economy, only results. So what matters is results. Therefore, all my concentration is after this investor meet to convert this investment into reality. The investment on paper should be on the ground. That is my aim. Therefore, as a prelude to this, we have already approved more than 2.880 lakh crores of investment before this meet. The rest of the investments, we will be engaging with them. In next 3 months, we will decide about the next investments. I want to tell one more thing. Government is into us very serious business making. We are very serious about this. Government is very serious. And I want investors to be also serious. We mean business. Whatever has been signed today should be converted into action. And we'll be going out of the way. We have got certain policies where you have to just issue us an affidavit that these are the things we want to do, these are the permissions we need. You need not wait for the permissions. You can start off within 2 years, you can get all the permissions. That's why we are number one in ease of doing business. We are number one in innovation. We are the highest FDI attraction state, and we are number one in. There are so many number ones. Sometimes I feel little. Number one in aerospace, machine tools, biotech, electronic designs, and so on and so forth. And number one in startups. And number one in renewable energy. And number one in unicorns. Out of 105, we have got more than 35 unicorns in Karnataka. Out of 4 decacorns, 3 are here in Karnataka. That speaks volume. We are very strong in manufacturing. We are very strong in services. We are very strong in ITBT. We are very strong now in startups. Therefore, this is the right destination and right state to come in. And I congratulate each one of your investors that you have made a right choice, a wiser choice, as our minister mentioned. And I assure you that you will never be disappointed. And what is the proof? The proof is all the mega industries which have been invested in Karnataka, they are also expanding once, twice, thrice. That is the proof. Once you come here, you have to expand. But now, the slogan is built for the world. Therefore, expansion is a very small word for us. We want to scale up. I want all my industries to scale up for the world and build for the world. ಈ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Let us do it together. Now we are all together. We are like a family. Each one has got his own responsibilities. And I assure you that all my bureaucracy and all my team, including a dynamic minister in industry, ITBT, small industries, textile, sugar, all these people will work like a team. And only teamwork will succeed. And especially the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister. He has been a source of inspiration. He is a person who has shown us that any adverse situation will not last long. He has converted a lot of calamities into opportunities. He is a man with a vision and a man with a guts. I want to give a very small example which very few people have noticed. He decided that by 2025, all the household of the nation, more than 10 crore, will be giving piped water. For many people, it doesn't seem such a big thing. But imagine, no Prime Minister after independence of India has ever dared to make this statement that I will give piped water to every house of villages and cities of this country. Because the task is most difficult one. Some people say it's impossible. Water problem is a dynamic problem. But our Prime Minister had that courage and conviction. And he said, we'll do it. And already more than 50% of that has been achieved. By 2025, we'll have all the households with piped, not only piped, pure, healthy drinking water. It's the greatest achievement for 130 million population, my dear friends. Not that easy. So these are the sensitivity of our leader. From there to the aerospace support what he is giving. And his vision for Make in India, Atmanirbhar, and Sabke Saath, Sabka Vikas, we are in tune with his leadership, his vision, and we are going to take it forward. And as he himself mentioned, lastly, the double-engine government. It is a true sense double-engine government where we have lot of support, lot of guidance from Government of India. And some of the policies which the Honorable Finance Minister has announced in the budget, especially in the infrastructure, Karnataka has been benefited the most. And some of the programs of Honorable Prime Minister has really benefited the Karnataka the most. With this kind of investments, there has been investment coming from Government of India also. Hence, the investment of Government of India in infrastructure and investment of industrialists and the response of Karnataka with a better business and more economy and result-oriented economy, a resilient and sustainable economic growth. I don't want to name the figures, but the atmosphere is really charged up here. And you have really charged it 2 times by coming here and investing in Karnataka and committing to invest in Karnataka. Therefore, once again, I thank each one of you being part of the journey of economic growth of the state and the country. I want to tell you that you have got an important role from today to play, where our Prime Minister dream of $5 trillion economy by 2025. And in Karnataka, we have decided that we will contribute $1 trillion for that $5 trillion economy. And we have already started working on it. We are putting our strategies in place. We have identified the niche areas, and we are going to have a full steam. Some people asked me, some press people asked me that after COVID, how dare you can do this? And especially you are going for elections in the month of May. The amount of investment which has come, it shows the faith of the investor which they have reposed in us. I answered him that we have got faith in our people, we have got faith in the strength of Karnataka, we have got faith in the investors, and I assure all the investors that we will be there next year and that other next year to hand-holding, not only hand-holding, walking with you shoulder to shoulder. Our government will be there to implement this. That is the commitment. That is the confidence which I want to repose to all the investors as well as the people of Karnataka. That's why I am going to declare that next Karnataka, Invest Karnataka Global Investors Meet will be in 2025 January. That is the confidence which I want to repose. Thank you once again, everybody. A big thank you. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು, ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳು. ಮತ್ತು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ದಂತವತ ಗವರ್ನರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ನನ್ನ ಸಚಿವ ಸಹೋದರಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ನಮ್ಮ ಕರುನಾಡು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಪಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಸದಾ ಸರ್ವದಾ, scaling better heights every minute, assuring promising words shared by Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka Shri Basavaraj Bommai. ದೊಡ್ಡ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸೋಣ. Thank you so much, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now request the Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Shri Thawar Chand Gehlot ji, to address all of us. Devi aur sajjano, swagat kijiye the Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Shri Thawar Chand Gehlot.
ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर्स मीट के शुभारंभ अवसर पर मंच पर उपस्थित कर्नाटक राज्य के यशस्वी मुख्यमंत्री श्री मान बसवराज बोम्मई जी, भारत सरकार की यशस्वी मंत्री आदरणीय निर्मला सीतारमन जी, भारत सरकार के मंत्री आदरणीय पीयूष गोयल जी, श्री प्रहलाद जोशी जी, भारत सरकार के राज्य मंत्री श्री राजीव चंद्रशेखर जी, कर्नाटक सरकार के मंत्री डॉक्टर अश्वत्थ नारायण जी, श्री एन नागराज जी, मुरुगेश निरानी जी, मैसूर राज परिवार से संबंधित वहाँ की मुखिया श्रीमती प्रमोदा देवी वाडियार जी, टोयोटा किर्लोस्कर मोटर्स के वाइस चेयरमैन श्री विक्रम किर्लोस्कर जी, आदरणीय जे सहगल जी, विप्रो के चेयरमैन श्री ऋषद प्रेम जी, भारतीय इंटरप्राइजेज के वाइस चेयरमैन श्री राजन भारती मित्तल जी, JW ग्रुप के चेयरमैन श्री सज्जन जिंदल जी, अडानी पोर्ट्स एंड सेज के CEO श्री करण गौतम जी, स्टेरलाइट पावर के MD श्री प्रतीक अग्रवाल जी, कर्नाटक सरकार की मुख्य सचिव एवं अधिकारीगण, अन्य सभी अतिथि महानुभावों, मैं आप सबको सादर प्रणाम करता हूं और आप सबका हार्दिक अभिवादन करता हूं। कर्नाटक राज्य आप सब जानते हैं भारत का प्रगतिशील राज्य है। राज्य का अतीत वैभव, वर्तमान प्रौद्योगिकी विकास तथा प्राकृतिक संपदा के साथ साथ इस राज्य के महान व्यक्तियों की साधना का इतिहास रहा है। देश में निवेश प्राप्त करने वाले राज्यों में कर्नाटक प्रमुख है और अप्रैल 2021 से मार्च 2022 तक FDI आकर्षित करने में ये पहले स्थान पर है। बहुत सारी उपलब्धियां कर्नाटक राज्य की है। मेरे पूर्व वक्ताओं ने उनका उल्लेख किया है, मैं उनको दोहराने की आवश्यकता महसूस नहीं करता हूं, परंतु ये बताना चाहूँगा कि उद्योग और आंतरिक व्यापार संवर्धन विभाग द्वारा व्यापार करने में सुगमता की रैंकिंग में कर्नाटक को टॉप अचीवर का स्थान दिया गया है। DPIIT की राज्य स्टार्टअप रैंकिंग 2021 में कर्नाटक सर्वश्रेष्ठ प्रदर्शनकर्ता के रूप में उभरा है। लीड्स 2022 की रिपोर्ट के अनुसार लॉजिस्टिक्स सुगमता के लिए कोस्टल कैटेगरी में अचीवर राज्य के रूप में वर्गीकृत भी हुआ है। कर्नाटक वैश्विक स्टार्टअप हब है। यहाँ ग्लोबली तीसरे सबसे अधिक स्टार्टअप्स है और देश में स्टार्टअप फंडिंग का 37% बेंगलुरु से है। फंडिंग डील अकाउंट्स, वेंचर कैपिटल और प्राइवेट इक्विटी जैसे समस्त मामलों में कर्नाटक राज्य देश में सबसे ऊपर है। इसके अलावा भारत के 105 में से 40 यूनिकॉर्न और 4 डेकाकॉर्न में से 3 बेंगलोर में है। यह निश्चित रूप से उत्साहजनक है। भारत सरकार द्वारा और राज्य सरकार द्वारा निवेश को बढ़ावा देने और व्यापार को सुगम करने के लिए मेक इन इंडिया, मेड इन इंडिया, नेशनल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पाइपलाइन, रिडक्शन इन कॉरपोरेट टैक्स और व्यापार नीति उपाय, निवेश का गठन, परियोजना विकास, प्रकोष्ठ, एक जिला एक उत्पाद और 14 प्रमुख क्षेत्रों के लिए PLI योजना जैसी अनेक पहल की है। निश्चित रूप से इन योजनाओं का लाभ कर्नाटक और कर्नाटक के माध्यम से देश को प्राप्त हो रहा है। कर्नाटक में निवेश के लिए सभी आवश्यक संसाधन एवं इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर उपलब्ध है। मेरे विचार में कर्नाटक में इन्वेस्ट करना निश्चित रूप से देश के हित में और जनहित में और कर्नाटक और राज्य के हित में है। मेरे विचार से पहले माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, कर्नाटक सरकार के मुख्यमंत्री एवं भारत सरकार और राज्य सरकार के मंत्रीगण तथा अन्य महानुभावों ने जो औद्योगिक क्षेत्र विकास और पूंजी निवेश के बारे में अनेक सुझाव दिए हैं। मैं आप सभी से अपील करता हूं कि आप भारत सरकार और राज्य सरकार की नीतियों और उपलब्ध संसाधन तथा सुविधाओं का लाभ उठाते हुए अधिकाधिक निवेश करके श्रेष्ठ कर्नाटक के साथ श्रेष्ठ भारत, आत्मनिर्भर भारत के निर्माण में सहभागी बनेंगे। मैं इस अवसर पर कर्नाटक सरकार, विशेषकर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री और उनके मंत्रिमंडल के सदस्यों को इस आयोजन के लिए बधाई देता हूं, शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। और कर्नाटक सरकार ने जो मुख्यमंत्री जी ने अभी आश्वस्ति देते हुए अनेक मुद्दों पर आपको विश्वास दिलाया है, मैं उनसे सहमत हूं और आपसे निवेदन करना चाहूँगा कि जिन महानुभावों ने आज MOU किया है, इन्वेस्टमेंट की घोषणा की है, उन सब का हार्दिक स्वागत करते हुए अन्य महानुभावों से भी कर्नाटक में इन्वेस्ट करने की अपील करता हूं। मैं विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि कर्नाटक सरकार आपके MOU किए गए काम के लिए सक्रियता से, कर्तव्यनिष्ठा से, ईमानदारी से पूरा सहयोग करेगी और परियोजनाओं को पूरा करने में आपके साथ साथ कंधे से कंधा मिला करके प्रयास करेगी। निश्चित रूप से ये इन्वेस्टमेंट मीट कर्नाटक राज्य के साथ साथ देश के विकास के लिए भी काम करेगी, ऐसा मैं महसूस करता हूँ। मेरी बात को समाप्त करता हूँ। आप सबके प्रति यहाँ आने पर आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ और विश्वास व्यक्त करता हूँ कि आप और हम सब देश को विकसित राष्ट्र बनाने में सहभागी बनेंगे। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you, Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, for your words of wisdom. बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद.
And now, vote of thanks to be proposed by Commissioner for Industrial Development, Government of Karnataka, Srimati Gunjan Krishna.
After this pick, the vote of thanks, words of thanks will happen, ma'am. I would request the dignitaries for a photograph and then the vote of thanks.
Namaskara.
This is the spirit of Karnataka, ladies and gentlemen. ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ವಂದನಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಇದೀಗ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಗುಂಜನ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರಿಂದ.
We would request the dignitaries to kindly take a seat for the vote of thanks. Request all of you to kindly be seated, madam. Dignitaries on the dais. I would request Madam Gunjan Krishna for proposed vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, it is my proud privilege to deliver vote of thanks for the 5th edition of the Global Investors Meet in West Karnataka 2022. First of all, I would like to show our heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for leading us to Atmanirbhar Bharat. Sir, we would take your mantra of making India to a new level of build for the world. I would like to thank Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, for his kind presence and guidance. I would like to thank our dynamic Chief Minister, Shri Basavaraj Bommai ji, for his overall vision. It was under his leadership the entire event has been designed to ensure that the political leaders, business leaders, and thought leaders are brought on one platform to lay out the development agenda for the coming decades. I would like to thank Union Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, Madam ji, for giving us strong economic fundamentals even during tough times. I would like to thank Honorable Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, so on the popular demand, a big thank you to everyone on the dais, all the ladies and gentlemen, kindly join us for lunch. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, With regards to the lunch break, for the media friends, it's on the left-hand side of the stage. All others, delegates can go on to the right-hand side. And immediately after lunch,
we will have the inauguration at the exhibition hall. And thereafter, we will have the inauguration of exhibition